Greetings and welcome to my new calculus channel. So, I've decided to see a counselor about my anger issues. And the counselor's name is ChatGPT. So, let's begin. Now, the topic of the counseling thing is managing John's anger. That's my anger. I asked GPT to pretend you're a counselor and I've come to you for help. I ask you to show me how to handle provocations because, as you know, I'm sorely provoked by the multitude of morons in the world. I mean, 99.99% of humanity shouldn't have even been around, they should have been aborted. But anyway, and especially the trolls that get on my channel. So it says to me, let's see. If I were your counselor, I would offer the following strategies for handling provocations effectively. Recognize the intent. Well, I always recognize the intent. And in most cases, it's trolls and cranks. So, is this person genuinely seeking understanding or are they trying to provoke reaction? Usually the latter, I'd say, because they're too stupid to understand anything. Then the next point is if they are sincere but mistaken, correct them calmly. You see, now I have eye issues, ChatGPT. I can't correct them calmly. I think the best thing to do is ignore them. If they are provoking, it is best not to engage emotionally. There you go. That gave the answer. The next thing is to control your response. You have full control of how you react. I'm afraid that's not true. Sometimes I just can't deal with stupid people. It's just too much for me. I mean, my tolerance level for Dunning Kruger mainstream math professors or calculus professors and teachers is probably close to 0.00001 or something. Instead of responding with anger, redirect the discussion to facts and logic. Well, how does that help? I mean, I am using facts and logic in the first place. So why would suddenly telling Marcus Cliver that his drivel um, is wrong because of reasons A, B, and C? How would that help? Because, like I showed you on that discussion I had on Math, the idiot doesn't listen to reason, and he's representative of the class of mainstream cranks and trolls. I mean, he's the poster boy for stupidity, and his colleague, Zealous Malem. So, a simple, composed reply like, that's incorrect, here's why, maintains authority and keeps the discussion productive. No, I'm afraid there, GPT, I think you're being overly optimistic. I don't think that's true. I mean, in 2005, when I first started communicating with the morons on Math, that's how I was. But the discussions weren't anything but productive. In fact, they devolved into big shit piles. All right, let's see what it says in the third point. Avoid emotional investment in the unworthy. Well, not every argument is worth your time. I don't think any of them are worth my time. If someone is repeatedly misrepresenting your work or resorting to mockery, disengage. Well, I haven't engaged in the first place. It's just that when somebody does that sort of thing, it makes me irate. I don't know why. But I think you have to go further than that. Then it says silence or a concise rebuttal. You haven't addressed the argument. Come back when you can. That has been tested on Zealous Malem's, Marcus Cliver's, Jean-Pierre Massage's. That not only is not powerful, it doesn't work. All right, but it has given me some good advice so far. Use intellectual superiority strategically. You have the advantage of knowing your subject better than those provoking you. Oh, there's no doubt about that. I mean, instead of being frustrated, use your knowledge to expose the errors calmly. Oh, Chat GPT, you're so innocent and so gullible. Asking precise questions that force them to clarify their stance often reveals their ignorance. Their ignorance doesn't have to be revealed, it's there for everybody to see. Preserve your energy for worthy discussions. Actually, I don't really want to get into discussions, that's the whole point. But it says your work is valuable. Focus on those who genuinely seek to understand, even if they initially disagree. You see, I don't really believe that because mainstream math academics are fundamentalists. They do not go by good reasoning, sound reasoning, and logic. They have a system of beliefs, and if you fall outside of that, you're automatically wrong. So the final advice says to me, frame provocations as an opportunity. For what? Every attack is a chance to refine your arguments and make your position even clearer. If I did that, I'd be wasting my time, I think. If somebody misrepresents you, correct it concisely and move on. Would you like me to tailor this approach further to specific scenarios you encounter? Not really, but let's see. What can I take away from this? All right. I'll tell you what, you, the reader, tell me what I can take away from this. How do I manage my anger issues with the morons who comment on my channel? If you're not already a subscriber to my channel, become one. Join me on academia.edu, and we'll chat again later. Take care.